Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, boys and girls. It's Larry Stopper joining you from Bison Billiards on our Monday evening Buffalo Top Players list. Tonight we've got two good matches. This first one's going to be spectacular. We got Jake the Snake Jackson in the number 2 spot versus Vinny Sox, our very own, in the number 3 spot, challenging Jake for the second position. If you're on, let me get a poll started. Talk to me. Let me know you're on. Let me know you can hear me and all is well. That's a silly question I always ask because I'm just not sure yet. All right, so we're using nicknames tonight. We got Vinny Sox versus Jake the Snake Jackson. Oh, I did not put. Vinny's positioning here. All right, let me get that updated. I've opened the chat. I've opened, let's see here. Let's see what else I'm trying to do. All right. Let's see if that relaunches Vinny's name with his list position, number 3 there. Yep. All right, it has yet to do that. All right, so in the first match, we've got a great one here. We've got 2 of the top 5 players on our list. We got our very own Vinne Lesh versus Jake. Well, Vinny's in the 3rd spot, challenging Jake Jackson, who's sitting in the 2nd position. As we see, Vinny does have his mismatched socks on that he's famous for. He's got one black and one tan or grayish. So, yeah, we got Vinny Sox number 3 versus Jake the Snake Jackson in the 2nd position. This should be a great match. Got 2 heavy hitters. Let's have some fun. Start voting. Dude. All right, let's have some fun. Enjoy some good pool. Hey, Ron. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Care to join?
I don't think I'd be a good commentator.
Why not? You don't know until you try it. All right, so like I said, in the first match, we've got Vinny Sox in the number 3 position, challenging Jake the Snake Jackson for his number 2 spot. And then in the second match, we have myself, currently sitting in the 12th spot. Actually, it's 11 now. We've all moved up one because one of our players dropped off the list this morning, Mr. Adam Smith. So we will adjust that.
Let Jake finish the sandwich. He's halfway through a sandwich.
Yeah, go ahead. Vinny just checked in with us. They're just practicing shooting some balls. Please say hi. Let me know that you're there. I'm never sure that the chat's working until somebody checks in or puts a vote on the. Oh, wait, let me go to live chat. Okay. See if that helps. Someone say hello. Emma, I know you're there, buddy. I know you're watching and rooting for Vinny. Gosh, you better be rooting for Vinny. All right, let's. Oh yeah, and the second match is myself in the number 9th spot against Ron Chmiel, who's in the 19th spot. Actually, I'm in the 11th position. Sorry. Ron Chmiel is on the list as 20, but like I said, we all moved up one position. We will adjust that. All right, let me check on. Okay, go to live chat. Should be it. But yeah, we're gonna get these. Vinny's just hitting some balls. Jake is. I was told he's finishing his sandwich, so and then we'll get the fun and festivities going. Okay, we should be going, but I don't see any votes or any chat, so I'm not sure that we got people here. Hello, someone check in. Let me see if I can mess with the list also while we're looking for some check-in action. Okay, that is the wrong way to do it. Yep, that's wrong as well.
Hey there. How you doing?
Good, how are you? Okay, we do have some activity now. Good to know. So far, me and Dan checking in while fishing. Hey, all right. We got two of my buddies, my teammates. We got Matt Mendola and Dan Gross checking into some fishing options while they're gonna watch some pool with us this evening. We look like I'd say the guys are probably gonna start in maybe 5 minutes, but we shall see. And I will just hang out for a minute. Right now, we do have Jake at 67% of the votes, which has got to mean 3 people have voted and 2 have voted for Jake, or double that. But yeah, I will check back in a minute, wait for the guys to start the match, and we'll have some enjoy some good pool this evening. All right. All right, guys and girls, looks like the fellas are going to start this evening's fun activities. I did just update the list. So, as I said, we have Vinny on the third position challenging Jake Jackson for his second spot. A couple of big hitters here in the top five. This should be a great match. And then after this match, you've got myself challenging Ron Chmiel just for a fun little, what are they called? Show match. So, yeah, we're hoping to have some good pool this evening. Let us know where you're joining us from. Who do you like? I've started a poll, so continue to vote. Right now, Jake is currently at 67%. Vinny pockets a two ball confidently. Let me bring up the drawing tool. I love using that. Well, then I lose some of the chat. Oh, yeah, we got this, Matt. Vinny perfectly delicate. He's a little bit on the wrong side of the four, but Vinny is probably going to come around 1, 2, 3 rails. I'm thinking he's probably going to do this with the cue ball. I know a little bit about pool sometimes. Oh shoot, I was setting up on the 7 ball. I didn't even see the 5 ball.
Yeah, I can't tell the 5 from the 1 on this.
Yeah, there's definitely some, I've done this so many times that I've messed up the 3 and the 5 often, the 5 and the 7. Other than that, the numbers, it's pretty common sense visually. Vinny's gonna use bottom left here and come around 3 rails, 2 rails. Oh, perfect. Hit that like a number 3 player. I did play Vinny this past weekend in the big table 9 ball tournament, and he knocked me out of the tournament. Vinny is Vinny. He's a great solid shooter. I don't expect him to have any problems here. I know for a fact that he does not like shooting this shot on top of the template rack, because we've seen balls skip off the plastic. That's why he was looking to remove it initially. Hello, Damien. What's up? All right, now he's definitely going to move the rack. I'm thinking he's going to bank it, but I'd cut this shot. But this is one of those personal preference things. He's lining up to cut it. Yep. He's reassessing, taking a breath. No, he's going to bank it. Oh, great out, Vinny. Good start. Vinny takes a 1-0 lead. We did not even see Jake at the table, so fantastic shooting to Vinny Sox in the opening rack.
I've been getting a little bit better at it.
Yeah. All right, so Jake's taking his first shot in this match. Steps up to the 1 ball. For those who aren't familiar with young Jake, Jake is 16 years old. He is a junior professional. He's a very, very good, strong shooter. Wow, okay. Left Vinny a straight shot on the 2. I'd say it's a little awkward being over the 5, but he's not going to be over the 5. He's going to just miss it, yep. This one I'm almost just stopping and leaving your mat. Okay, Vinny's so much better than me that he could do that. I'm kind of surprised that Vinny's not moving the template rack right now. He's like me, he hates it visually. Look who set up to draw this shot, which is surprising to me. Vinny's much more of a follower than a drawer, but man, did he hit that well. Got under the 4-ball, which is not the best just because now the 4-ball is going to be coming out on this line, so it's going to be harder to get to the 5. You might pass it with that type of angle. Yep, the 5-ball goes past the 6. I'm not sure if Vinny's going to go for it and try to run out or play a safety here. Usually he's very safe and cautious when I've seen him play, and as we've discussed many shots during matches, but he's shooting really well right now. I think he might go for it. Plus he's a great banker, so I'd probably favor him to try to run out, play a two-way shot, leave the cue ball back at the rail in case he misses. Hits it very well. Little bit of a funky angle on the 6. If you cut it in the side, the cue ball is going to come down between the 7, 9 in that region. So you don't want to hit or mess with the 9-ball because that's going to obviously affect. Oh wow, did he hit that great and avoided the 9. Now the cue ball is going to kiss into the 9-ball. So the key here is to hit it with top, so when it hits the 9-ball directly, it's actually going to spin forward so it goes down towards the 8-ball in a perfect shot. That's not easy to do. You might try to draw it around. Yep, he did try to draw around it. I know a lot of people try to cut this in because then you got to go all the way up table with the cue ball and back down table. That's the hard part, is getting onto the 9-ball. Part of me, even though I'm very offensive, my mindset would be just hit the 8-ball straight, leave the cue ball right there, and leave the 8-ball way down table as a safety. But Vinny's going for it. Knocks the 9-ball down table beautifully. And he's got a pretty, very makeable shot on the 9-ball to take a 2-0 lead in this first match of the evening. Right now we've got Vinny at 50% in the poll as he's lining up his 9-ball shot. Oh, we overcut it. Leaving Jake a very makeable shot. Same shot Vinny just had. Very makeable, but a thin cut. Every once in a while. All right. What do we got here, Jake? Oh, he missed it too. That's another tough, thin cut. I think both of the guys, even though Vinny just broke and ran out the first rack very well, they're still getting over the initial jitters of the first, second, third rack of the match. All right, we are joined with my buddy Ron Chmiel, who I'm going to be playing after this match. Ron, who do you like in this match?
Vinny's been playing so well.
He has.
I know Jake is second place, but
Jake is Jake. I like how Vinny came out firing in the first rack and broke and ran out, which was perfect. Well, that's going to be safe in the middle of the table, the 9-ball. But he was texting me earlier today that he's got to get out of his funk because he hasn't been playing too well. So I'm glad that he started off quite well with a break and run. Because when I shot against him on Saturday, it was the same thing. Neither one of us were playing very well. We both missed a bunch of shots. All right, they're struggling with this 9-ball, this rack. Jake will be banking this in the side, I would think, even though many would be playing a safe. Jake's too good and confident of a young shooter to not go for it Oh, he did play it safe. Oh, good shot.
That was a nice one. It's
Very
hard to play
good touch.
safe with a 1 ball on the table in distance.
It certainly is.
Yeah, so it's yourself, Mike Miller.
So Vinny's looking at his third, maybe fourth attempt at this 9 ball, and it's still not any prettier than either of the other attempts. We'll see how he. Part of me says he might be hitting this pretty straight on, leaving the cue ball over here, and banking the 9 ball over here. Oh, he
Got
kicks it in? Come on. Not sure he meant to do that, but if he did, God bless you, buddy. That was a heck of a shot. I think he was trying to cut it. But either way, Vinny's up 2-0. A heck of a shot on the 9 ball. I would have thought before the match started, I would have favored Jake 7-5, just because Vinny had told me that he hadn't been shooting well, and I shot against him, and he wasn't shooting all that well. But it's different now that he's up 2-0, and he's shooting pretty darn well. Outside of missing a couple of 9 balls that were no easy hangers by any means.
Now, they're not playing 9 on the snap, are they?
No.
But they are playing early 9s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, unless anybody clarifies that before the match, most of our matches, if it's 9 ball, are played like that. The 9 spots on the break. Outside of that, early 9 counts, and it's just standard Texas. I was going to say Texas Hold'em, Texas Express rules, 9 ball rules. Jake seems to be struggling a little in the first 3 racks. But as we've said often, 9 ball is a very momentum-based game, so there's definitely going to be some swings of 2 or 3 racks where you're shooting well, not shooting well, missing silly stuff, getting out of everything. There's definitely little ebbs and flows in 9 ball, unless somebody's just shooting lights out and the other opponent's shooting poorly. I think he meant to play safe, but he made it and kind of screwed himself over unintentionally. Jake's going to kick just past the 9 ball with a lot of left-hand English. He's actually going to help in the sense that he's going to do a mini masse, so it's going to curve before it even hits the rail, which he did beautifully, but left Vinny a pretty great shot here at the 2 ball.
And where do you go for the 3?
I'd probably just draw it back right about to where he is and put the 3 in the side. Just because it really doesn't go in. There's too much other baloney if you had gone the other way. I think Vinny's going to roll the cue ball up right to the 9 ball here and play it safe instead of going for the 3 in the side. He is. Whoa, jeez.
Nice.
What do I know? This is why I'm lower on the list. And why Vinny's everybody's hero. All right, Vinny's taking a impressive 3-0 lead on young Jake. We shall see how things play out. So far, Vinny's off to a strong start, shooting well. He broke dry. Jake gets up, licking his chops. The 2's tough to set up. Yeah, okay, he's going to see if he can roll it. Yep. if they have really good speed here, because you only have about a 4 to 6 inch window on the 2 ball where you can make it, where you leave the cue ball. That's one of the spots. He's okay. He's going to cut this thin enough where if he doesn't put any English on it, he's not going to scratch. Should come just shy of the pocket. Yep. Oh, shucks. All right, Vinny's in a little bit of trouble just because he's not a jumper. I know that Jake would jump this. But Vinny's a fantastic kicker, so he's definitely going to make contact with this ball.
I know
He
you
might
will
even
jump
kick
this.
it in. And Vinny is struggling with the template rack. All right, Jake is now up at 60% in the poll, despite being down 3-0 in this race to 7. All right, did not leave Jake a great shot. He can cut it in the side, or he could play a safety here.
If I don't see you, come find me.
And I know I did mention earlier, Bison Billiards, where you're joining us from, is just outside of Buffalo, New York. We were in the Williamsville, Clarence area, about 15 minutes from the city of Buffalo. It is the premier pool hall in the Western New York area, in my opinion. You've got 30 great tables, a bunch of 7-foot tables, some 9-foot tables. You've got a heated 3-cushion billiard table. We've got snooker tables. We've got darts, good food, good drinks. It's just a good time here at Bison always. Vinny's lining up to shoot the 2-6 combination. Not an easy shot, and what's tough is even if he makes it, the 2 ball is pretty much going to freeze about where the 6 is, and the cue ball is going to go down to the rail. The 8's going to get in the way.
Mike have his table back? Mike set up at that table. Can he have his table back?
Looks like Vinny is trying the kick and stick technique, where he's going to kick at the 2 ball and just freeze the cue ball right there where the 2 is and move the 2 ball out of there. That's tough to do because if you don't hit it with the right English, you're going to hit the middle bottom portion of the 2 ball, and the cue ball is going to carry him into the side pocket and scratch.
Are you just going to hit it with stun?
I would hit draw on it. Oh, Vinny's kicking that way. It turned out okay, although here comes the safety. Jake on this shot is most likely going to bring the cue ball this way and just put the cue ball back in this mess. Unless, well, the 2 ball might go by the 3 in the corner. It's tight. I think he's going to play a smart safety. Oh, he kissed the 7, unfortunately. So we got Vinny here. He's gonna. I think he's shooting for the corner. Yep, great shot. He's got enough room to make the 3 ball, but that 4 ball. You're just gonna float the cue ball. In this region and either bank or cut the 4 ball on the side. Man, he hit that great. He's going to bank it now, I would think. As they say, only time will tell. decent two-way. He left Jake a very makeable shot, but there is distance, as we've always said, which makes shots that look simple much more difficult when there's distance involved. Let's see if we got any more chat activity. No, not a whole lot. Damien, where are you watching from? Oh, good try, Jake. And Matt, Dan, how are the fishing plans going? Oh, nice shot to get cue ball out of there like that. Vinny's going to put the 5 in the bottom left corner and just put the cue ball between the 9 and the 7, ideally. Oops. And that is what Jake should be doing as well here. As you see, the 7 ball does not go in the bottom right corner. The 9 ball is covering that. So ideally, you want to pocket the 7 in the upper right corner. Excuse me. All right, Jake left himself a shot. The great thing about this shot is its natural shape. The cue ball is just going to come over here for the 8 ball. Wow, I'm getting good at this telestrator thing. I'm telling you, man, it's impressive. I feel like John Madden. They are racing a 7, Jonah. Both matches this evening will be races to 7 in 9 ball. All right, so Jake has got to make this. You got to get on the board. You're down 3-0. You certainly don't want to go down 4-0. 3-1's a lot better. All right. Young Jake is on the board. Yeah, Derek, they're racing to 7. So as I said earlier, if you joined us later, we've got Vinny here in the 3rd position, challenging Jake for his 2nd spot. Then after this match, myself and Ron Chmiel are going to play a show match just for some fun and giggles. That's going to be a race to 7 also. And both of the matches will be 9 ball in this format. All right, so Jake is breaking from our left, his right. Oh, 3 ball just got him at the last minute, so here comes a push out.
I love the way both of these players keep their cue ball pretty much between those 2 diamonds on either side of the side pocket on their breaks.
On the breaks. All right, so Vinny just played a push. Jake is taking a look at the shot to see if he wants to take it or give it back to Vinny. I know Jake's going to be shooting this shot, whether he plays it offensively or as a safety. He went for the defensive shot, spin it behind the 5. Oh, nope, kiss the 5. Yes, there's always points involved when people are playing on stream. That's one of the prerequisites of playing these matches is you have to play for a little bit of points. Oh, the cue ball, the 1 ball unfortunately hit the 8 ball, or that would have been perfect, but that's still a pretty good shot. The 1 is makeable, but I'm sensing a safety here.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's going to be he's on a layover right now.
Oh, good smart shot. Hit the 1 ball into the 5 ball to stop it, and then bring the cue ball to the other end of the table. All right, currently Vinny is at 50% in our poll to win this match. And he's going to be able to see it. He gave him a little window, unfortunately. It's tight on screen, but I think he might be able to hit the one ball. Yeah. Oh, he used a lot of left English. Good shot. Vinny will be kicking at this. Let me take the. Take the players list off. All right, bring that back up. All right, we are witnessing. Oh, I was going to say a safety battle, but
Vinny
Jake just had a great chance to lock Vinny down, but he gave him a shot at the one ball. I'm sorry, what were we saying?
No, I said Vinny could see the ball there.
Yep.
So that's a
Great
nice
cut.
Just get sweaty.
Right on the other side here by the door to the football.
Yeah, these are big and heavy. All right, Vinny's got a good chance to make the two ball here and get shape on the three. Vinny will be playing a safety here. The cue ball is going to be coming down table behind the 5 and the 9. A lot of right-hand English with the cue ball. Wow, I didn't see that happening. It was a hard angle to scratch on. I don't know how it got by the 6 ball cleanly. The 5 should go past the 9. If not, you just stop it right there and play safety. But I'm 98% sure that the 5 goes by the 9. The 6 is really specific shape, though. This will really, no. I was going to say, this is really going to test your speed control, but he went too far past the 4 because you want him to be straight with the 4 so you could come down, you bring the cue ball naturally down the table to where you needed to be on the 5 ball. It's going to be hard to get where he was aiming for the 5 ball. Well, he plays it off the 4, off the 6, I mean. Might be able to carry him the 8, but I think he's playing a safety here.
Going lefty.
He is a lefty.
Oh, he is. Okay. I was gonna say that. I thought he was playing right.
I was initially going to say on the shot he was shooting righty.
That's why he's got the glove on there, man. That's right.
He lined it up as to shoot right-handed. Yeah, I think he was trying to carry him the 8 ball, and that was a tough shot. Although he did not leave Vinny any favors here. The 5-7 is very makeable, but it's not an easy shot. And then if he does make it, the 5 ball, being that it's hitting the middle right part of the 7, is going to come off this way, where you want to stay right in front of the pocket. That's not a bad leave. All right, so this wreck started off with a serious safety battle, and I'm thinking we're going to see a few more safeties on the 5 ball here. Oh, Jake played a great two-way shot. What a shot.
That was nice.
Left the cue ball down here for the 6 in case he missed it. That was a fantastic shot. He hit enough inside to kill all that. But, yeah, that was sketchy for a second. Beautiful. Probably going to have to draw the cue ball here. It's pretty darn straight. All right, so Jake's shooting here to bring the match within one rack of being tied. Oh, he missed. So Vinny will be taking a 4-1 lead here, it seems. Let's just verify that. There we go.
What is the poll at?
The poll is currently at 57% in favor of Vinny Sox. And Vinny just got a nice gift there. It was about to be 3-2. Now it's 4-1. That's a big difference.
Their food is really good here at Bison. I love their subs. I love the chicken sandwiches. They do have some good food here.
They have some pretty good eats here, that's for sure. They often have specials. I loved the thought, but it did not work out. He left Vinny actually a makeable shot. That does go by the 6, even though it's really tight. This shot will really test you. You got length, it's on the rail, and it's a really specific, precise, tight shot. Behind the 5. You are in jail, Vinny. Sorry, buddy. I could hit that. Oh, I see what he's doing. Between the 4 and the 6. He's going to try to hit. He's going to kick and try to hit right before the side pocket. Is the only angle you can really possibly make contact. He's using a lot of right. Yeah. That was such a tough shot, no matter how you looked at it.
So what are the rules about moving that template when it's your shot?
You can move it whenever you want.
Even if something jostles a ball or...
If it happens during the shot, there's nothing that's the shot's taking place. That's that.
No, I mean if you just want to get it out of the way.
Oh, you can certainly move it, take it off the table. Is that what you're asking? Oh, yeah. I move it the very second I can. Just because I don't like it visually. And there's so many times I've seen people shoot a ball over it, and it'll actually skid, and you'll miss the shot because of it. All right, Vinny's stepping up to a good look at the 3 ball. Just hit this with a decent amount of top. Just come off the top rail near the corner pocket. The only problem is the 4 does not go past the 5 ball, so... Oop, he might have pooped it in the corner. And got perfect shape. Wow. Sometimes that's how rolls work. In your favor or against you. That's one of the fun things about pool. And not such fun things sometimes when it works against you. Benny's shooting really well. He's got a great chance to take a commanding 5-1 lead here. I know that Emma probably picked him to win 7-0, as she usually does. Gotta love an awesome, supportive wife. This will not be 7-0, but it might be 7-1. Wow, he drew the bejesus out of that ball. Hit it too well, in all honesty. But he left himself a great shot to put it in the corner and just follow the cue ball up naturally right to the 8-ball. So can't beat that type of leave and assistance. Okay, this could be for a huge 5-1 lead, which we have seen a few times on this stream. I was down 5-1, came back, and then lost Hill. There's 3 or 4 people that have I remember 5-1 matches with comebacks. I think last week we had a 5-1. You had a 5-1, didn't you? Oh yeah, that was. Sorry, guys and girls. Derek Bauer, one of our other list members, is sitting right next to me. Well, a couple of people away, and yeah, that's who I was talking to.
Yeah, Vinny's playing well.
Yeah, Vinny's playing really well, and unfortunately, Jake is a little bit off. It's not a good mixture when one of the players is playing strong and the other one is off. All right, I'm going to leave the commentating to Ron for a minute or two and take a few bites of my sandwich. Although I will tune in from time to time, say a few things here and there.
I'll try to chime in occasionally.
Okay, you already know. I'm not even gonna apologize.
So he's got a
Might have to play short
good ability to
side
play.
straight with the 4-ball.
Oh, that's all right. That'll work out for him.
He hit that with inside English because
I was expecting him to go 2 rails and back up.
well, the natural roll of that would have gone like this, and he would have short
A
side
little bit of
shape,
short rail, but
but he probably was getting the 8 in the way. That's why he's like, forget it, I'm gonna try to go that way. This is no pick. Oh, he's
so
kicking
Jake's gonna have to kick at this. So does Vinny go for the 9-ball? Just leave the cue ball up table and have it a 2-way.
And we don't want to do it as a pair with a cue ball. Because you wouldn't want to miss the 9-ball and leave a 3-9 right there.
That's true. I don't know. I never pass up a chance to go for the 9-ball, so that worked out not too bad.
Vinny agreed and said sometimes you gotta ride the cheese. He's gonna hit the rail first.
No. Trying for the safety. So Vinny's got. Vinny may go for the 3 fouls.
Here comes a 3 foul. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
A little hard. Yeah.
Nope. Jake's going to be kicking at this. He's going to just the very right side of the corner pocket with a lot of left-hand English. Yep. Okay, so we have reset the scratch counter, the foul counter. Not a bad leave.
Jake's just
That
hitting
came
him a
up a
little
little
bit
shorter than Jake was
short.
hoping. You could see he was trying to put the cue ball behind the 5 on that shot. That's very makeable, but it's quite thin.
Just go one rail up and back. Oh, no, he's going to play it.
Oh, smart shot.
Yeah.
Wow. That's why this young man has sponsors. Good hit, but he did leave Jake a very good shot. It's going to be interesting to get on the 4 ball because he's going to hit this with inside. You're going to hit this with right-hand English to spin it past the 5 ball. It's the only way to get it down table. Beautifully. Oh wow, hit that really well. A lot of good right English. That was a great shot. Wow, Vinny's got a great chance to get on the hill. It's 6-1.
Just getting to the 5.
Punch it out.
Okay.
Tell you, when it's your day, it's your day. You're shooting well, and you're getting a couple of good rolls.
Yeah, overcut.
Well, that was unfortunate. I think I talked him out of that. The old commentator curse.
Yeah, that was played well.
The only problem with this, and it's not a problem, is the fact that he's going to be leaving the cue ball. Oh wow!
He's just
I was going to say on the
go
rail.
from the side, the side, yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect. Now, very, very good chance that Jake's going to tighten this up 5-2. Vinny concedes the shot, and we have a 5-2 race. 5-2 match and a 5-2 race. Because Vinny needs 2 and Jake needs 5. I think Vinny looks like he's betting on himself. Maybe he's on Calshare, that new app. The comeback, as you know, Derek, the comeback could very well continue with this young man. He could get on a heater right now. He broke dry, but did not leave Vinny a shot. So here's the push out. It's a tough place to leave because you gotta. Yep, Got to give him room between the 3 and the 6 to be able to at least see it to play a safety in case he gives it back to you. All right, so Jake is currently sitting at 56% to win this match in our poll.
How many votes do we have? Does it say?
I'm sorry?
How many votes do we have in this poll?
I'm not sure if we can actually see how many. 9.
Okay. So say that was a big swing.
Oh, nice cut. Ooh, too bad. Oh, 9 ball.
Ooh.
Oh. All right. Well, unfortunately, now it's a race to the 2 ball, and Jake's got a great shot at the 1 ball. As you see, the 2-9 ball sets up pretty well. Ooh, you overcut it. Oh, don't scratch. Good shot by Vinny. Although I think Jake can see enough where he could at least kick to make contact if the need be. Yeah, the 3 doesn't have him obstructed. Oh. All right. If I'm Vinny, I'm just going to make the 1-9. I think the 2's in the way, so I would make the 1 ball and
Make
then
the
the
1
2-9.
and then the 2-9.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Ron.
Although he did push the 2 away from the 9, so. But this is hard with ball in hand.
All right, so Vinny to get down the hill, and he pockets it. So Vinny gets to the hill first.
All right. I'm going to get up and stretch a little bit.
Ron's going to go practice,
No,
warm
I'm
up a
just
little.
gonna-
I'm going to get no shots, and he's going to kick my butt.
Get these old knees.
We're going to have a good, fun match regardless.
It'll be fun either way.
Oh, for sure. All right, safe to say Jake's got to win everything from this point out just to stay in the match. Derek. All right, Vinny's got a pretty good spread here. No ball, every ball's got a pocket. 1 ball's your toughest shot. Cutting it backwards. Oh. He got away with it. Sometimes, like I said, sometimes when it's your night, it's just your night. You're playing great and getting pretty good rolls when you're missing. It's not a bad deal. Nice hit by young Jake. Really good, smart safety shot. Oh. Good try and a good leave. Turned out as a good two-way. Jake steps up to the table. Does not have a great shot here. Plays a fantastic shot. Just getting a little piece of the right side of the one ball. And he says, "Watch this, young man. I'm a one-pocket player. I can bank anything." Heck of a shot, Vinny. Now you got your chance to run out and take this match. Then you guys get to go from watching some really good pool to some pretty mediocre pool. But Ron and I are going to have some fun and try to give you guys a good show and try to shoot well.
Just hoping not to get 7-0'd.
You're not going to get 7-0'd, I promise you that. It's going to be at least 7-1. I'm giving you a rack.
That's just harsh.
All right, Benny, I think he's going to pocket this in the side and just bring the cue ball down between the 9 and the 7 and come back off that rail. Yep, just like that. I think it was kind of funny when he and I have commented so much that he's like, "Wow, you're starting to see shots like me, and I'm starting to see shots like you now." He's like, "This is not a good thing." But that's actually what's really good about the stream is you get to watch other people, see how they play, see how you would do it, and I've actually picked up some shots from watching some of these people play. Where I would have done it a certain way, and now I'm doing it a different way. Oh. All right. Jake's just got to stop this. It's pretty straight. Just stop it right there, and then you got the 9. Booms. 6-3. You got a match. Ooh, he wasn't 100% sure on that. He looked at it like, "Please go in, because I know it's gonna hit the side rail first." All right. Young Jake comes back. He says, "I'm not done yet. There's no quitting this young man." Well, Vinny's texting Emma, "Hey, honey, make sure the food's warm. I'll be home in 10 minutes." And for those that are confused, the few times I've mentioned Emma, that is Vinny's wife. One of our favorite viewers. She's often on and chimes in from time to time. Uh-oh, we got a 2-9 combination here. If he makes this shot, that's 6-4 in 14 seconds. That's that'll make you sweat. This is no easy shot, but it's very makeable. Woo! We got a match. Bradley, would you like to join us? All right, we got a 6-4. Yeah, I'm with you, Derek. Game on, buddy. Jake said, "You thought you had me, but guess what? I'm not going anywhere. I'm a scrapper." Oh, Vinny. Come on, Vinny, you can close this out. Jake is currently at 60% to win in our poll. We're at 6-4, the score of this match. Jake's got a good look at the one ball, very makeable. It's hard to hold the cue ball there for the two ball, so he's going to have to come up table and possibly hit these. Okay, he's going for the safety route. Smart shot. Oh, did not work out. Left Vinny a great shot because the one ball, you make it, the cue ball just naturally just goes to the two ball. The cue ball's just going to peel off this way. And the 2 to 3. I think the 3 to the 4 is going to be the most difficult shot here in this. Oh, no. Now Jake's just going to stop. He's just going to replace the one ball with the cue ball and stop the cue ball right behind the 8. This could be one of those one bad shot costs you 2 racks. Oh, nice hit. Jake will be going airborne. Jake's a good jumper, very good jumper. This is a 99, well, actually 100%. He's definitely going to hit the ball. Definitely going to hit the ball. 50% make.
Keep us from going too nuts with our length.
Yeah, thank goodness it's not lined up dead. Although it looks like, I'm not sure if it's going to just miss the 4 ball or if it's going to kiss the, looks like the 9 ball is going to just kiss the 4 ball. I don't think Vinny's going to try it. I think he's going to play a safety. Good shot. Well, came up a little short. Jake can definitely see part of most of the one ball. Actually, he could see enough to make it in the side if he wanted to. But I don't think he's going to take that route. I think he's going to play a smart safety here. Oh, gosh. That was evil. That's a Ron Chmiel kind of shot there. Well, you could try to... The only thing you can really do here is what's almost the impossible. Hit here, hit there so hard that it jumps off of the rail and goes over the 9. Well, you don't want to line up the 1-9, that's for sure. Like to be under the 1 ball. He's pretty straight on the 2, but he's okay. I meant under the 2 ball, not under the 1 ball. He was shooting the 1 ball. Slide it out to the middle of the table. Perfect angle on the 3 ball. Although it's pretty straight. He probably will have to draw this and hope not to hit the 9 on the way backwards to the 4 in the bottom left corner. Hits it extremely well. Jake's got a great chance to get within 1 rack right here. All right, this is going to turn into a barn burner. Yeah, that was a crazy safety, Derek. He got himself a little bit on the wrong side of the 7, but he'll be okay. Ideal, yeah, he's not in love with how straight the 7 is. He wanted to give himself a little bit of an angle. Ideally, you want it to be on this side of it, so the cue ball just comes over towards this side of the table, but he just takes his medicine. Says, I can make any ball. He's going to make this with the little bottom left and have the cue ball come out like this a little. So there's little bottom left. Oh no, he's not lining up with bottom left. He says, I'd rather shoot a longer shot that I'm more comfortable with. I don't blame you. All right, we got a barn burner now. This has turned into a heck of a match. It was it 6-2? All right, so Jake has spun off 3 in a row, as Vinny likes to say. This has turned into a beaut. All right, I'm gonna leave you guys with Ron for a minute because I got to run to the restroom. All right, there you have it. Vinny takes down Jake, takes the second position. We're going to get Vinny over here for a quick post-match interview, and then Ron and I are going to shoot, have a little fun. All right, what do you guys think of that match? That was a good one, and Jake ended up at 60% as far as the voting went.
My heart is like pounding.
Man, Vinny shot some good pool. He'll be with us in a moment for his interview. He's here right now. I got to tell him before he gets on the mic, he shot great. He started off with a break and run. That was really strong.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got that position on. I played terrible on the second. Yeah, but it wasn't that hard to get. No.
But yeah, very good showing by Vinny. He takes over the number 2 spot from young Jake. Vinny shot great that match. He broke and ran the first rack.
Lottery tonight. I got some breaks.
You definitely got a few good rolls, but let me ask you,
That's what I'm saying. I got lucky early on.
the third rack, were you trying to cut in the 9 that you kicked in?
I was trying to kick it, but I was trying to kick it off this rail and I was trying to play safe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were going for it.
No.
But yeah, that had to feel good. You shot pretty darn well.
I hit it that bad that it went in. You're up, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna. We don't need to do it. We don't need to interview you. I was just kind of interviewing you.
All right, Vinny Sox joining the stream here.
Shoot, my man.
Shoot well, have fun.
We have a great match coming up here between Larry, the Unstoppable Stopper, my co-commentator, my partner in crime, against Ron Chmiel. So really looking forward to this one. I think we're going to see some great pool. Now this is not a list match. This is just going to be for some points and some bragging rights on the side. Get the poll ended and we'll get a new poll started.
I told you weren't going to have money to lose. I told you.
How many points? That I'm not sure of. I'd have to ask them. I'm not sure if they want to make that public, but I can inquire. I'm thinking probably 50 points or 100 points. I'm not sure what they're racing to. Let me go talk to the players real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I did get the scoop from the players. They're playing 9-ball. However, because this is not a top 20 match, this is just an action match. Larry has graciously offered Ron a game, so it's going to be 7-6 race. So they'll be racing to 7, but I'm going to put 1 on the board now for Ron. So he's going to be starting with 1. I'm assuming they're playing the same rules that Jake and I just played. So no 9 on the break, but early 9s will count. 3 foul rule, push out, all your standard Texas Express rules. If we do take a look at the Buffalo top players list, which I'll do now, let me get out of this real quick. Currently, Ron sits in the 19th spot. Larry is sitting middle of the pack there at 11. So a little bit of a gap between these players, but I'll tell you that Ron joined the list a little bit late, so I don't think that 19th position really represents the strength that Ron plays with. He's a very strong player. He and I have played Scotch doubles together in one tournament, and I've played him outside of that, and he's very competitive. I'm really looking forward to this because I've heard how strong he is on the 9-foot tables, but I've only really seen him play on the bar boxes, so I've been looking forward to this match. I know Larry has as well. Spoke to Larry this morning. He said that he hasn't really been happy with the way he's been playing lately. But he's looking at this as a match to kind of get him back on track. He played on Saturday in the Big Table 9 ball, and then I know you've seen him on stream recently, and definitely hasn't played up to his speed. I think he would be the first one to admit that. So I'm expecting a much stronger showing from Larry in this match. My prediction's going to be, I'm going to say 7-4, Larry. Yeah, we hope that the IRS isn't listening. If they are, please sign out. You're not welcome in the stream. Yeah, they're playing for 50 points. Again, it's a 7-6 race. And I apologize if my commentary is a little bit choppy to start. If you tuned into our first match, I played Jake Jackson, who is... He is really, really tough competition, and I got some breaks early on and was able to maintain the lead. He made a pretty ferocious comeback at the end, and I don't know, my nerves were really getting to me there at the end. It's not like we were playing for a ton of money, and you know, the spot is what it is, but I don't know. I think as you get older, your nerves just get a little bit more fragile, and when he started to make that comeback, I really felt it on every shot. So happy to come out with the victory. Happy that my buddy Matt Mandola won some money off our other buddy Venkat, who seems to always bet against me and always loses when he bets against me. So maybe he's learned his lesson after this match, although I probably did not deserve that match. Jake missed more shots in that match than I've seen him miss probably in the last month. So, yeah. Jay Reed in the chat says Larry was hitting them good on Sunday. Yeah, I wasn't here Sunday. Did play Larry in the tournament on Saturday. All right, so he's got to look at the 3 ball in this side pocket, but can't even play short side position on the 4 because you got the 7 and the 6 blocking that bottom right corner. So he's going to look to maybe go 3 rails around, try to bring the cue ball back to the middle of the table. Oh, wow, he drew out of that. Okay. Yeah, you really got to put a lot of stroke into that ball because it's going to lose some steam off that first rail. But Larry says, I don't care. I'm just going to back bank that 4 ball into the opposite side. A little funny on the 5. Nice thing, though, is anytime you have a tough shot and your next ball is hanging in the pocket, it makes this shot a little bit easier. Just got to make it. And he's going to hang it. I was watching a match yesterday at the Arizona Open, and it was a very similar layout to this, and Jeremy Jones recommended anytime you got a ball hanging in the pocket, and like where that 6 ball is, and the 7 ball is, you know, between that, you know, first and third diamond. Don't try to do anything crazy with this 6 ball. Just play short side position. Just come up a little bit, give yourself a good angle, yeah, Ron is gonna follow my advice there, and Jeremy Jones's advice. He's just gonna play the 7 ball up table. Don't really have to do too much with the cue ball. You're naturally going to be going towards that 8 ball. And he overcuts it. Yeah, players have a tendency to overcut that ball, thinking that they need, you know, they need that angle to get over across the table for the 8, but you're going to get a little bit of slide off that side rail, so shot's kind of deceiving. You just really just need to smooth it in, and you're going to get the movement on the cue ball. Larry, nice, good position here on the 8. I would just probably stop it. I don't want to roll this ball. He rolls it, which, yeah, I don't love that shot. You know, you got to be super accurate when you're rolling the ball. So if he would have just stopped the ball, he would have been up by that 3rd diamond. And, you know, that's a shot that we can all make. So just trying to maybe get a little bit greedy with that position, I guess you could say. But doesn't leave Ron much to work with here. Maybe just a simple safe. Just put the 8 ball on the left side rail. I wouldn't try to get behind the 9. I think you're a little bit too full on the 8, and that can go wrong. Okay, he's going to thin the right side of the 8. That's, you really got to hit this good. Wow, can't hit that much better. Wow. If I was Larry coming to the table, I'd give him a little stick tap. Danny, he's still around. He just, I don't think he was able to make many of the matches, and with his work obligations and other things, so he decided to exit the list. And also Adam Smith, who I know you've seen on stream recently, he decided just because he's not playing as much anymore, and I don't know if Mondays were difficult for him to get here, he decided also to exit the list. So everybody moved up a couple spots. We have some newcomers. I can tell you that player in the 20th spot, Scott Aness, is not the 20th best player in Bison Billiards. I can tell you that. He's going to work his way up the list very quickly. I'm going to move up to number 2. Jake will move to number 3. I know Jake wanted to challenge the other Jake, so I'll give him an opportunity to do that. And then, or actually, no, Jake Jackson's got to wait until he defends his position, so. So maybe I'll challenge Jake there. I left my phone on that table. I'll be right back. After this rack is over, I'm gonna go grab my cell phone, and I'll be back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna challenge Jake. Last time Jake Miosi played on stream, he played Chuck Filio, and oh no, Larry. Tough here, though. I think the double kiss is on if you try to bank it. I think you just thin off the 9, try to leave the 9 on the bottom rail, just send the cue ball up table. Just be careful of the scratch up in that top left corner if you really kind of get into the 9 ball. Yep, watch out. Did I call it? Did I call it? No, I didn't. Knew it had a chance. No, I can assure you Larry's not dumping. Again, I talked to Larry this morning. He's just not really feeling great about his game right now. But, you know, we all go through that. Anyone who's a pool player or a golfer. Or, there he goes. Don't scratch. There it is. 1-1. Again, Ron did get a game on the wire. They're racing to 7, so technically it's a 7-6 race. I'm going to go grab my phone. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. 1-1. Larry breaking off from the left-hand side. Again, they're racing to 7. Ron did get a game on the wire if you're just joining us. So it's a 7-6 race. Larry scratches. That cue ball goes directly into that bottom right corner. All right, I like this position by Ron. I like to play follow anytime I have ball in hand. Just way easier to control the speed. And he's going to get pretty good. Just got to be careful of this 8-9. Hey, he plays it well. Really well. It's a great shot. A lot of traffic there. He was able to thread the needle, get by the 5 ball. He's going to have a cut on the 4. 7 ball blocks the pocket, so he's going to have to play this with some left-hand spin, come back to the middle of the table. He played that well, too. Needed the 4 ball to drop. Larry coming to the table. He's going to have to probably get into a similar position with that cue ball. 4 balls pretty deep into that pocket. A lot of left-hand spin. Okay, he goes rail first. But he's going to get on the wrong side of the 5, unfortunately. I think you could just play the 5 ball underneath the 7, put the 5 ball on the rail, maybe try to put the cue ball behind the 7. Yep, just like that. Perfect. Looks like Larry hears me over there. I can promise you he doesn't have like anything in his ear that he can hear me on. Ron going to the jump stick, I believe. Yep, he is. Never seen Ron jump. We all know that Larry is one of the best jump shot players in the room. So let's see what Ron can do with the shorty. He makes contact. Oh, he jumped right over both balls. Wow. So ball in hand here for Larry. Yeah, I like this. Play above the 5. Play this with some inside spin. Perfect. Now, you don't need to draw this back much because you got to have a good angle on the 7 to get across for the 8. The 8 ball doesn't pass into that bottom left corner. Butt beads. I don't believe so. All right, he gets good shape on the 8. He's going to really have to put a nice draw stroke on this to draw it out for the 9. Butt beads. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'll have to Google that. Good shot. Purposely goes into the 9, rolls it up. Just take your time here. And he wiggles it home. So 2-1, Larry Stopper. Yeah, that was a nice out. I agree with that. Not easy with where the 7 ball was, where he needed to get on the 8. But he did it very well, and he takes a 2-1 lead. Again, we're racing 2-7. If you're just joining us, Ron did get a game on the wire, so Ron has not won a rack to this point. Yeah, I did, Jay. I'll have to read more about it later, but it looked interesting. But no, we don't do any cheating around here. All the players are frisked before they play on stream. We need to make sure that they don't have anything hidden in their pockets, anything hidden in their shirt sleeve that might help them in any way. They go through metal detectors. So, yeah, we make sure that there's no funny business here at Bison Billiards. And I'm sure that Larry did mention during our first match that we are coming to you live from Bison Billiards, the premier pool hall in Western New York. We're located in Clarence, which is about 20 minutes outside of the city of Buffalo. If you haven't ever visited us at Bison Billiards, we have 35 pool tables, a mix of 7-foot tables, 9-foot tables. And we also have a heated 3-cushion table, a 12-foot snooker table, dart boards, if that's your thing. And going back to the pool, we do host 22 BCA teams, 51 APA teams, and 7 teams in our Ladies League. Also 8 teams in our Masters League. That's weekly, so about 75 teams a week plus 15 teams once a month. If you are interested in joining one of our leagues, stop in to Bison Billiards. We'll get you hooked up with one of our league operators, or give us a call and we'll send you in the right direction. The phone number is right on the screen, 716-632-0281. We got Andy Cooperschmidt says great save. And Jay Reed says, no, we don't do anything like that. We keep it external. We don't do anything like that. Good cut there, and I think he's going to get, he wanted to get a little straighter on that 2 ball and just run it down for the 3, but can he play it in the side? Oh, great. He needs that cue ball to go. He's going to be perfect. Just draw it above the 8. Perfect. Wow, he used all spin there. feel like Larry and I have maybe our strokes are a little bit different and maybe our style of play, but the one thing I feel like we do pretty similar is you really let the spin do most of the work. Kind of the old Earl Strickland mantra. You know, just let the English take off the rail. You don't have to put as much speed or as much power into the cue ball. You just kind of let that English take and let it get you to where you need to go. Yeah, he's definitely thinner than he wanted on the 7, but if he cuts it in, yeah, I think he's going to just come to the opposite side of the 8. He can play the 8 in the corner. I think he's okay. Just focus on the make here. Touch of inside. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Yep. Wants it to bounce. He's still okay, though. If he back cuts this, he is going to be natural on the 9 ball. The cue ball should track towards that second diamond. Just straight follow. You don't have to do anything with the cue ball. Just smooth it in. And he undercut it. Ron's got to look at the 8. He can cut this in. Although, if he cuts it in, looks like that cue ball is going to be staying underneath the 9. So, going to probably have a tough shot on the 9, either into one of the side pockets or he just chops at the 9. And he bends over in disgust. He doesn't like it. Just needs to pop this out for the 9, and he's perfect. So 3-1, Larry Stopper coming right up. And he buries it. So 4 more for Larry, and he's going to take our victory. Little discussion between the players. Looks like Larry's doing some instruction here.
That's all I got.
It's very sportsman-like, if that is what he's doing. Little laughter between the players, so it's all good. And Larry's going to be breaking off 3-1. Ron needs shooter's glasses. All right, some more discussion here about the rack. I don't know if they're talking about gaps in the rack or... No, it looks like Ron's in agreement. Everything's cool. All right, Larry plays yep, he just kind of hits the 1 ball square. Needs some love from that 6 ball, and he gets it. 1 ball's cuttable. I think he can just go up and down here. Play this with some inside. And overcut it. Gonna leave Ron a good shot here. Just looks like he could just play this with some high right. Just a touch of high right. Come back to just about the middle of the table. All right. Really tries to fire that in. He's going to leave a shot on the 1, but a little bit of hampered cueing by Larry here. Oh, he's okay. It's like field goal position. Good shot. And guess what? He's going to have position on the 2 ball, and he's got a little helper with that 6 ball. So even if he doesn't hit the 2 ball, great, it's going in off the 6. Oh, no, he hit the 6 ball straight on. It was really the only way he could have missed that shot was hitting that 2 directly into the 6.
I always feel so bad walking to the place that they're fucking corrupted.
All right, just hits that 4-ball too full, didn't cut it enough, and Ron comes back to the table with a real long, difficult shot on the 4-ball. Oh, no. Needs that 5-ball to tie up. It does a little bit, but I think it goes up table. So I think Larry can just draw out to the right side rail. Yeah, I can't see, but I think there's a gap between that 5-8. I think he can just... Okay. Now, I would not follow this because you're going to be going into the 8 and then you're contesting with the 7-ball. Just draw this out. Yep. Oh, I missed the ball, though. And he's going to leave Larry, or he's going to leave Ron a bank if he wants it. You would get position on the 6 if you bank this 5 into the bottom left corner. Could play safe. If you want to play safe, what you could do here is, see if I get the draw tool out here. Just thin off the side of the 5, bring the cue ball. Oh, wow. Didn't even leave me time to draw the shot, and he scratched. And you can't ask for much more than what Larry's got here. I mean, everything leads to the next ball. 6, 7 in the side. Just leave yourself a negative angle on the 8. Yep. Probably just stop your ball here. Just, or maybe roll forward about 3 inches. Yep, he's perfect. I would play this with follow, high right. We'll be okay here. Definitely wanted to get a little bit straighter on the 9, but he's okay. Yeah, I agree with Derek. It was a pretty tic-tac-toe out there, and yeah, this is difficult. He's going to be stretching. I would probably pull out the bridge, but he shoots pretty well lefty. Yeah, I think if he had that over again, he'd pull out the bridge. And I think down 3-1. I think you're shooting here. I think you got to bank this. If I'm Ron, I'm banking this.
I mean, at one hill, 8 balls, so. All right. At least I'm pretty consistent. A couple of my matches went yesterday, too, so.
All right, let's see where this 9-ball settles. Not easy, but hey, I'd be happy to have another look at this 9-ball. Just high ball here. And he chopped it. And he's going to have another bank here. I mean, this looks pretty straight into that left side pocket. Maybe need to cut the 9-ball slightly and just play speed here. Yeah, you way overcut that. Watch out for the scratch. Man, this 9-ball doesn't want to go down. Look at Larry. He's got his kind of his face scrunched. He doesn't like what he sees here. But it's cuttable. I mean, you just got to hit it thin to win. Could play safe. He could bank it. He does bank it. Wow. All right, Ron back to the table. This 9-ball's got to go down at some point. It's begging to go down. Ron kind of uses a hand gesture to say settle down there. And it's a very makeable shot for him. And he does. He buries it. Kind of turns his palm up in the air saying, where was that the first 3 games? But happy to see Ron get on the board here, 3-2. Again, my prediction was, I think, 7-4 or 7-5. I can't remember. Playing chase the 9-ball. I think they're using a magic rack that Larry brought. That's not the white turtle rack that Jake Jackson and I were using in the first match.
Victor, Yingling when you get a chance, sir.
All right, so 3-2. All the balls still left on the table, so a dry break there by Ron. Gonna have to really put a stroke into this ball to get down table for the 2.
Next table. Right there.
That sounded ominous, actually.
Yeah, mark for death. I mean, mark for Dr. Pepper.
Okay, that's a surprise.
Good attempt there by Ron. Watch out for the scratch. No, he's going to be okay. Now, these I feel like are the shots that Larry excels at. These kind of tough cuts into the side pocket. And he's going to play this, don't get me wrong, because that 3-ball is right there. So you just got to roll up. And I know my players here at Bison Billiards. I knew Larry was going to make that. I would bet my... I was going to say bet my house on it, but probably just bet my garage or something else on it. But he, I knew he was going to drain it, but he gets funny on the 3. Maybe a little chip safety here, just thin off the 3. Try to put the cue ball behind the 4-8. That's what I like here. And Larry and I apparently have been spending too much time together in the booth because Every time I call a shot, he plays it. All right, you just bank this 3-ball up table, use the 9-ball. Even if you don't get the 9-ball, maybe you use the 4. Just bank the 3-ball back up to the top diamond. Oh, goes the other way. I don't hate that, but the 6-ball was always going to be a factor there. He's going to cut this 3-ball in. Oh. The other, no. Oh, geez. What do you do here? Just a real thin, and just a real soft, thin kick on this 3-ball. Just got to split the 7-9, just roll up on the 3. I think they should be checking to see if the 3-ball is off the rail. Looks like it is. No, it didn't matter. He hit it pretty hard. And he's going to get away with it, I think. All right, Larry kicking, gets down on it quick. He's going to get okay here. If this 3-ball gets behind the 6, and he's got about 3/4 of the ball, but I don't think he's got enough to make it, unless the monitor's deceiving me. That's going to go. Wow. Certainly not what he was playing, but I had a couple of those in our first match, so, that's 9-ball. Cutting it. Watch out. Oh, he's going to get behind the 9. Larry scrunches up his nose. He doesn't like it. But I'll tell you what, we might see some fireworks here because Larry can jump over pretty much anything. You give him an inch of space, he's over that ball. And just like I thought, he's pulling it out. I would bet what would I bet? I'd bet my spare shaft that Larry gets over this 9-ball, at least makes contact on the 4. I'm not saying he's going to make it, but he's going to make contact for sure. Chalks up that short stick. You'll see him elevate pretty much almost at like a 90-degree angle. Oh, okay, he doesn't hit it. That would have been spectacular if he would have got over there. Ron has got a smile on his face like, you're one of the only players at the pool hall that would even attempt that, and I agree with Ron. I know I'm not a jumper, but I'm not a jumper by choice. I can jump, but I don't love jumping. All right, so with ball in hand here, you're going to get above the 5. So what you want to do here is, let me get my tool out here. Just going to put the cue ball about here. Okay, you could do this as well. You're going to roll up. You want to get pretty straight on the 5, so then you can just draw up for the 6. You got too much angle. You're still okay, but you probably wanted to be a little bit straighter on the 5 to just draw back for the 6. So now naturally the cue ball is going to be going towards the 6. All right, high inside here. All right, he's going to get a nice little love rub off the 7. Now you got that 9 ball is a big ball, so you gotta make sure you don't decelerate on this backstroke. You want to make sure you get through the ball and you draw out. You're gonna have to draw out about, I don't know, about 6 inches. Wow, he's going forward? No way. No way. Yeah, I think he could have just drawn that out. But, you know, he's at the table. He sees the angles a lot better than we do in the booth. So, yeah, he must have seen something he liked about following that. But, I mean, even if he would have made the 6, that 9 ball is huge. I think he would have been hooked by the 9. I mean, to make the 7, you would have had to get the cue ball almost stuck on that left side rail. Now here, you're straight. You just draw up the rail. You want to try to get to about the side pocket. And then you'll be able to make that 7 ball. That's what he's looking at now. He's kind of shaking his head. He's got to get to about here to have a shot on this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Played it different than I would have played it, but he does play it to a position that he has a shot on the 7, and he's got a little bit of an angle. He could just play high left, come out to the middle of the table. Just a touch of left. You don't want to put extreme left on this and put yourself all the way on that right side rail. Yeah, and Larry's got a great opportunity here. Just, again, just draw it out here. Don't try to, yeah, you try to, it's very touchy if you try to just roll this 7 ball in. I'm drawing this out. Especially with this much distance, you want to be able to put a more forceful stroke on it. Just a more true, accurate stroke. So I'm drawing this out. He's got enough angle for it. Perfect. Don't go lefty. I think he learned his lesson in that in the rack that he missed the no. He didn't. He didn't learn his lesson. He's not pulling out the bridge. Larry, scaring me here. All right, he's okay. All right, 9 ball into this bottom left corner to take a 4-2 lead in our race to 7. He's rolling it, and he's making it. 4-2, Larry Stopper over Ron Chmiel. I don't know what either of these players are playing with. Larry's kind of our equipment guru in the booth. I don't get into the pool equipment as much as he does, but if you are in the market for a new pool cue or really any pool equipment, we have an excellent pro shop here at Bison Billiards. Mike, the owner, has over 200 pool cues in stock for sale. You don't need to be a millionaire to buy a nice pool cue. Our prices range from $100 and up. And we are an active dealer for Predator, Jacoby, Viking, P-Shower, Q-Tech. And I know a lot of the players around here are very into the custom cues. We have custom cues from Vinne, Deshaw, McDaniels, Joss West, Scruggs, Prather, just to name a few. And I didn't name my favorite custom cue maker. That would be Shelby Williams. Again, I'm not somebody who gets into the cues as much as others, but Shelby Williams won Cue Maker of the Year, and I've seen some of his cues. They're absolutely gorgeous. I know that he doesn't pump out too many of them, so every cue he makes is pretty special and pretty customized to what the buyer wants, and hoping someday I can play with Shelby Williams. Our own Matt Edgreen is an avid collector of Shelby Williams cues, and he was in here on Saturday for the tournament. He let me hit with one of the Shelby Williams that he has, and man, it just hit so smooth. It was with a keelwood shaft that Shelby produced, and yeah, you can't really get much better in terms of a hit and just the feel and the hand and just the balance and everything. So I can't say enough about Shelby Williams cues, and Yeah, if you have any questions, I know Matt Edgreen, who comes in here pretty regularly. He's on the top 20 list. He knows a ton about Shelby Williams and the cues and how they're made, the different woods that Shelby uses to make the cues. So stop on in. All right, Ron draws out of this 3 ball, and he's going to have a look at the 4. Again, the 6 ball's hanging over the pocket, so don't need to do too much. Play this with a low ball. Just kind of try to kill it off the left side rail. Now he's playing a high ball. Yeah, even if he would have made it, he was going towards the 9, so he may have been hooked on the 9. Don't particularly love that shot by Ron, but again, it's player preference. A lot of these shots, I'm sitting here in the booth. I'm not trying to act like I know it all. I certainly don't. You saw me shoot in the first match, and I definitely do not know it all. But I just kind of call the shots like I see it from the booth. Larry does the same. We're never saying that a player's wrong in how they shoot a ball. It's more just kind of how we would shoot it. Like here, I'd play this 3 rails. He would draw it around, or he would draw it back. I just like to move the cue ball. Draw this out. Perfect. 9 ball to make it 5-2. Larry, the unstoppable stopper. You can kind of see, even throughout the course of this match, you saw Larry's playing that first rack. And, again, he would even admit it that he's not playing his best pool these days and looked a little bit choppy. But the nice thing is when you play a nice race to 7 or race to 9, you can kind of get settled in throughout the course of the match. And I think you're seeing that with Larry. His shots are looking a little bit smoother here as we near the mid part of the match, which is really good to see because, I know how strong of a player Larry can be. He and I have played some doubles. We've matched up before. And, when a player is going through a slump, I guess you can call it a slump, especially, a friend of yours like, Larry is to me, you want to see him get out of it. I'm not rooting for anyone. I'd consider Ron a friend too. I've gotten to know him a little bit. So, you're not rooting for anybody, but I do want to see Larry kind of shoot himself out of this kind of rut he's been in lately. All right, this 1 ball, nothing offensive here. I think he's just going to play it safe, maybe use the 3 as a blocker. All right, he runs the cue ball down table. Let's get a little motion in the chat. I haven't heard anybody talking about who they think is going to win this match, maybe a score prediction, what you've seen in the match, how much you despise my commentary. Maybe you want Larry to come in and commentate while he's playing. Maybe we'll put a microphone on him. You like to hear what he's got to say more than me, but I don't know. Let us know your thoughts. Again, thank you for joining and supporting the stream. We've been doing this, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 months. We're still gaining a following. So make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Make sure you turn on your notifications, like the video. That always helps with the algorithm. Helps put more eyes on the stream. Looks like we've had a good connection tonight, so hopefully the stream hasn't been choppy at any point. All right, and just as I said, Larry was getting to rhythm. It looks like Ron's getting into a little bit of a rhythm here too. Leaves himself long on the 3. Let's see if he can capitalize here. Oh, good shot. Real good shot. I think Larry should give him the stick tap there. And he kind of does. Oh, and he just misses that 3 ball. He's going to give Ron ball in hand. And Ron, here's your chance. I mean, everything is wide open. Just roll this 3 ball up into the top left corner. 4 ball over the side. 6, 7, 8, one of the sides. I mean, you can't ask for much more here. You want to make sure you don't come up short on this 4 ball because then you're going to have to move the cue ball. You want to get to about that 3rd diamond. That would be ideal. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, I think he's just okay. I think he can draw out. Yeah, just draw out. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, if you're that straight on that ball into the side, you really kind of have to make sure you control that draw shot, or you could try to cheat the pocket. If you cheat the pocket and kind of shoot the 4 ball into one of the sides, then you can maybe draw into the rail. But yeah, Larry's out here. He's just going to roll this 7 ball in, play the 8 in the side. Kind of used his chalk there on the left side rail as kind of a line for that 8 ball. Wow, did I call that? Look at that, straight on line. It's like I know what I'm talking about sometimes. Now he is on the wrong side, so I would move the cue ball here. Why not? Just don't overhit it. He's okay. Needs a little bit bounce. He's okay. All right, Larry Stopper to get on the hill and take a 6-2 lead. Waiting for his player to his right to finish up his shot. He kind of a little bit of body movement on that shot. Kind of jumped up quickly. Larry goes back to his stool. He's not happy, but you know he could have left Ron a lot easier than this. This is a pressure shot down 5-2. You're going to be cutting this into the top right corner. Yeah, Jay, I will offer the suggestion to get some shooter's glasses. Yeah, I just saw it. He did adjust his glasses. I think that might be good for Ron.
What can I get for you?
All right, yeah, a lot of movement in his cue there. Wow, really nice shot there. Buries it in the top right corner. Yeah, he was making me nervous. It looked like he was getting a lot of cue movement there as he was down on the shot. I was kind of hoping he'd get back up and kind of recalibrate and get back down, but he felt good about it, and he buries that 9-ball in the top right corner, and we got ourselves a match, 5-3. We know what happened in that first match. I don't want to put any bad juju on Larry, but I gave young Jake Jackson an opening and he took it. He kind of blew the doors off it and really did not think I was going to win that match. Once he started really playing his game, I felt like I was in trouble, and I knew I had to get out there at the end, and happy I did. Yeah, Derek, I agree. That was a hell of a shot. 122HHHD66 also says great shot. Maybe you want to let us know what your gamer tag represents. All right, a ball goes down. He's going to have a look at the 1. Be right back. I'm going to try to snag a water here. All right, I'm back. Looks like we're on the 4-ball. 122 trophies for the Celtics soccer team. Okay. I don't know soccer like that, so I'll have to look that up. Do they really have 122 trophies? That's pretty impressive. Jay Reed said he's got a lock on the shot prior to bending over 3 times on that last 9. Yeah, that would be a suggestion I would make to Ron is before he gets down on the shot, just, you know, make sure you got your mind made up on what you want to do. Make sure you got your alignment right. If you feel like you're off at any point, get up. And that's coming from a player who is not very regimented with my pre-shot routine, but if I do feel like I'm kind of off kilter, I will get up and make sure that I'm where I want to be. Wow, real touchy shot there by Larry, but he gets the 4, and I think you can just thin off this 4 and put it behind the 6-5. Oh, he missed the whole ball. And again, I think that maybe has to do with his maybe his pre-shot routine or how he kind of approaches the shot when he bends down. So I'd have to agree with Jay there. You know, if Ron goes back and watches this match, yeah, before you get down on the shot, just make sure you are 100% locked in on what you want to do. Make sure you're you got good alignment. He's went too full into that 9. He's going to leave himself a cut on the 6. Tell you what, though, if Ron wins this game and cuts it to 5-4, that's going to put a little bit of heat on to Larry, who's led the entire way. There, he's using the bridge and hits that great. He's going to be really good. And, you can play this a few different ways. If you want to get fancy with it, you can draw out 3 rails. And when I say draw out, what I mean is you can play the 7 up here and you can go bam, bam, bam. And he did try that. He missed the right side rail. But I like the thought, and Larry knows he's on stream, so he's trying to give us a little bit of a show there. All right, let's see how Ron looks. All right, looks a lot steadier on this shot. I like the idea, maybe trying to use the 9. Just caught the 7 ball too full, unfortunately. Larry's definitely going to play this in the side. All right, so Larry to get on the hill. He's had a few of these 8-9s where you just kind of draw out to the middle of the table. 122 trophies, says, lovely shot. I like to play forward from that 7. Touch of right hand English and follow. Yeah. Yeah, Larry kind of working on his tip there. I don't know if he got a miscue, but brings Ron to the table with a really good opportunity. I mean, just smooth this in. Don't even worry about the cue ball. Just smooth it in, and you're going to have a shot on the 9. Great. Really good look there. And I'll tell you what, his positioning and just his footwork and his cueing just looked 1,000 times better on that 8 ball, and you could tell he was going to make that 8 ball. I could tell you he was going to drain it, and he looks good on this 9 too. He just kind of no. Yeah, he just overcut it. I think he's saying that his arm kind of came loose off his bridging. It caused a little bit of a miss hit there. If I had instant replay, I'd go back and show it. But yeah, you can kind of see his bridge kind of came apart there on that 9. Larry Stopper is going to get on the hill first. He is up 6-3. So Ron needs to win 4 on the spin here to take the victory. Larry needs simply 1 game, and he's going to get over the hill.
Great job today.
Yeah, good thing I didn't take your bet. I mean, I got lucky. He didn't play well, but
And you won.
yeah, whatever.
Who do you know? Third? Second?
Me and coming for Jake Miosi.
Yeah. That's got to be a $400 match.
Yeah.
Race to 15.
Yeah. Yeah, 122 trophies, says clean on the 8 and then not so clean on the 9. I would agree, but again, I think a lot of it with Ron, he's playing the right shots, and you could tell he knows what he wants to do with his position. But I think a lot of it is, and I'm somebody that I don't really focus on mechanics and things like that, but because I think it's different for every player. I think what works for one player maybe doesn't work for another, but I think just consistency with him. Like I feel like sometimes it looks like his stroke is super, smooth and kind of put together, and then it looks like sometimes he might lose control of his bridge hand. And but I know Ron, last time I talked, or one of the times we played, we were chatting, and he said that he's kind of just getting back into it. He played a lot some years ago, and then he took a long break. Really reminded me of my story with, I took 20 years off, and I've only been back playing about 6 years. Ron, very similar. I know he took a very, very extended break from pool. So, when he goes back and watches this match, I'm sure he won't be offended by some of the things we're saying. I know he's looking to improve and kind of get back to where he was when he was playing. And he's been playing a lot, so that's a good shot. That might go in. Nope. But, yeah, I like going back and watching my matches and hearing what the commentators got to say because, sometimes when you're at the table, you just don't see everything, as clear as maybe you do on a computer screen, or because you're so caught up in the match and your nerves are going and you're worried about your opponent. And so yeah, I think sometimes the best lessons are learned going back and watching the video. That was a big rack. I don't want to speak for Ron, so yeah, I don't want to speak for him, but I know that he I think his profession, was occupied a lot of his time, and it's just one of those things. Yeah, probably family and other obligations. So anything like that can kind of keep you away from the table, and we're happy to have him back. Oh, me? Okay, I thought you were asking about Ron. So for me, it's kind of an interesting story. So when I was younger, my father actually owned a room. He owned a pool hall in the Buffalo area, and then it closed when I played heavily from about ages 11 to 14. It closed when I was 14, and, similar story, to most. I, met a girl, got into music and other hobbies, and threw my cues in the closet and didn't pick it up for 20 years, and I'm back. So happy to be back. I don't know if I'll ever be as good as I was when I was 12 or 13 when I was playing 14 hours a day, but trying to get back to a good place where I can be competitive and see where it takes me. I mean, for me, it's just I love the game. I love the sport. And I knew at some point I would come back, and I knew once I did come back, I'd get that itch. And so I knew it would become a big part of my life again, which it has. I'm here pretty often, and then I do the commentary every Monday. So, but yeah, I'm happy to be back. I love pool. I love talking about pool. I love being around pool players. There's not much I dislike about pool. So, 122 trophies, says he went 20 minutes without pool, and that was tough. Yeah, I mean, now that I'm back playing, when I'm home, I'm watching pool on YouTube. I'm thinking about pool. Oh, I mean, I'm thinking about my wife too sometimes, but I think about pool a lot, and yeah, it's addictive. It's sort of like golf because it's one of those sports where you could play all the time. Like even you look at the top pros like Shane and Federer, and it's like it's that it's that want to be perfect and like to feel extremely comfortable at the table at all times. But I think we know that you can play all you want. You can practice 100 hours a week. It's just one of those games that's very mental and it's kind of up and down, and you go through slumps, you go through highs, you go through lows. That's what we love about it. So he's gonna roll this 5 and doesn't want it to go. Perfect there. Yeah, I agree with Derek. Bison is a great place if you're around the Buffalo area. I would definitely recommend stopping in. Yeah, it's like a big family. It's like Cheers, I guess. Everybody knows your name. You walk in, you're gonna know probably 20 or 30 people that are here. It's a lot of the same regulars every day. The tournaments, we have a tournament every Saturday, and it's a lot of the same players that play in the tournament. So it's a really great place. Oh, okay, you're in Scotland. Wow, I wasn't even aware of that. It doesn't have the pool halls it used to have. Tables are in poor condition in local areas. Yeah, that's really unfortunate to hear. Maybe your countryman Jason Shaw can open up a room. Or actually, I think his family did have a room in Scotland, right? Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Does Jason Shaw's family own a pool hall in the country of Scotland? I think they do. I know he owns a pool room in Connecticut, which is where he lives now, or his family does. But I thought his family or maybe his sister had a room in Scotland, but I don't know. I could be making that up. Okay, in Glasgow. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Larry on the 6 ball again. He's on the hill, so these 3 balls to take the win. He's probably just banking for the win here. If I'm Larry, I'm banking it. Yep, drains it. I think you just go up table, touch of inside, just to hold the cue ball. And he is absolutely perfect on the 9 ball. So Larry Stopper looking to take the match 7-3 over Ron Chmiel. And he drills it. So congratulations to Larry. Congratulations to Ron. Good match. I know we'll see Ron on the stream again real soon for one of his top 20 matches. And I'll go and talk to him about his glasses, because I think that's a good suggestion that our friend Jay Reed had about getting the shooter's glasses, because it seems like he's adjusting them often. And I don't wear glasses, but I can imagine that's probably distracting to have to move your glasses all the time. What happened to the girl? What happened to the girl? Not sure which girl you're referring to. Great shooting, guys. Nice win, Larry. All right, Larry, jump on in here. You got to come off. I take you off mute. All right, so we welcome in the winner of our second match, Larry Stopper. You take the match 7-3. What are your overall thoughts?
That was not my best outing. I missed 4 9 balls. I shot decently at some points, but I wasn't feeling so great. Thank goodness I did make some good shots and got a couple good rolls, and unfortunately my opponent wasn't playing that stellar either.
Yeah, so during my introduction to the match, and I hope you don't mind that I mentioned this, you and I have had a couple conversations lately, and you haven't really felt like your game's been in like the best place. Like you haven't been playing well, maybe the last week or 2.
Yeah, it's been about the past 7 or 10 days. Yeah, outside of that, I had been shooting really well.
Yeah, and the one thing I said is like even in the first couple racks, Like, well, the 9-ball that you missed, like the pretty easy
The
9-ball
straight-
in this bottom right corner. We're not used to seeing you miss shots like that. It seemed like, though, as the match progressed, it seemed like your stroke got a lot better. It seemed like
I got
you were
more
way more
comfortable.
comfortable. Yeah.
And once I got to 5, or I think it's when I got to 5 was when I started saying, all right, now I'm shooting pretty well. I'm getting almost confident to the point where you're cocky, which was not good, because that's when I started shooting poorly again and letting him get a couple racks.
Gotcha. I don't know if you talked about it during my match, but Phil, we had some questions. Fill us in on what you guys play with in terms of your cues.
Oh, I have a Brent Summers custom cue,
Okay.
and
You
I'm
know,
honestly
I
not
think
sure
maybe
what-
Predator.
he
Oh,
might.
you know what? I know what Ron plays with. He plays with the Shane Van Boning Q-Tech. I think it's the
Okay.
white and black. I think
That's
that's
his
what he's
break
playing.
cue.
Oh, okay. I thought he
I'm pretty
maybe
su-
played with a Shane Van Boning.
Ask him.
Ron,
What?
your playing cue is the Shane Van Boning Q-Tech?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some questions, so I wanted to confirm that. But
Yeah, we were both struggling.
yeah, I mean, I feel like you guys both had some ups and downs throughout the match. A couple of shots you made, people were very impressed with that 1-9-ball. You kind of had a 9-ball over here, and you cut it to the right corner.
Oh, with a draw, that was
Yeah,
nice,
with the draw
for
to
sure.
kind of avoid the scratch. That was a really, really pretty shot.
That was
so,
a good one.
you guys, yeah, I mean, you guys both played. Guys both played well at times, and I'm sure you both have shots you want
We
back.
survived. We've definitely shot better, but it
I
was
don't
fun.
have a third mic for Ron, but Ron joins us.
Here,
Okay, that's
take.
okay. I do not want to
Well,
relax
actually,
this, I
but
know
we'll stay here for 1 second because a couple people in the chat mentioned something with you, and they were saying they noticed, and this is maybe a funny thing to notice, that it seems like when you're down on the shot, or even maybe kind of when you approach the shot, it seems like you're adjusting your glasses a lot, and they were wondering maybe if that's a distraction, and they were suggesting maybe getting. Have you ever heard of like the shooter's glasses?
You know,
the
these are not. The only time I wear these glasses is to play pool.
Ah,
I
okay.
had to tighten them so they don't fall down quite as much. But these are because I have 3 levels of reading glasses. There's a reading glass, there's a stripe where I do my surgeries, and there's a driving stripe. And they
Gotcha.
don't line up, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Even with these, it's tough.
I mean, you're more into the pool equipment. Are you familiar with those glasses? Like, I
No.
think Ron Costanzo plays them. They're and Jay Dwyer has a pair too.
Those
They're
big
like
old Coke bottles.
the big like Coke bottle. I
I
guess
thought those were just scripts.
No, those are actually. I think
Because Kirk used to wear a pair of those, didn't he?
there's a guy. I'll have to get his name. He specifically makes glasses for pool players.
Oh.
And you see it a lot with like Ron and Jay Dwyer. So, I mean, I don't know if that's something you would be interested in. Check.
I've been thinking about it. There's only so much I'm going to allocate to pool.
Right. Yeah. But no, it was a good match. I know people were entertained. Somebody was asking because I was saying that you took some time off from pool and you kind of just recently came back and started playing, right? They were asking why you took 20 years off. I said probably just family
My
obligations.
twins were born, so
What's that?
my twins were born.
Oh, okay. So it was family. Yeah, somebody was asking that. We don't need to. We don't. I don't think they were trying to pry too much into your personal life, but they were like 20
What's your Social
years.
Security number?
Well, somebody was saying they're like, if I go without pool for 20 minutes, I start to get the
I took
the
25
itch.
years off.
I took 20 years off, so
So yeah, I stopped in 94.
okay.
I
so-
stopped in 95.
So Ron
when I
is
came back to Buffalo.
with us. You probably can't hear him, but yeah, he stopped in 94. You said.
Yeah.
And he had twins. So yeah, family obligations, work obligation. Things come up, and you just kind of, lose. I don't know, lose your interest in pool, I guess, and
Life continues.
life happens. So, but yeah, we'll be. I know we'll see Ron on stream again soon. Larry, you probably got a match coming up at some point,
I have
right?
a match scheduled with Adam Maloney in like a month.
A month? Okay, maybe we'll see
That'll
you
be
sooner
funny.
than that.
That'll
but-
be a good one. Good buddies.
Practice up.
All right,
I'm
we'll
outta
be
here,
signing
guys.
off for the night. Thanks everybody for joining, and we will be back with you soon. So make sure you're following the Bison Billiards Facebook page for all the upcoming events, tournament information. I know we got a lot of great things coming up, and thank you for being here. Peace.